But meantime, I want to talk about fireworks. As we highlighted earlier this week, a lot of noise complaints here across the country, including a 4,000% spike in terms of complaints here in New York City, prompted the creation of a task force to dig into where all these fireworks were coming from. A lot of people saying that they might be bringing them across state lines, including sales in Pennsylvania, where you can buy some pretty good ones. Not speaking from experience, but for more on that, I want to bring on a man who runs a Pittsburgh-based, just outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, fireworks company. That would be president and CEO of Pyrotecnico. Stephen Vitale joins us now. And Stephen, you guys are more focused on fireworks shows, that being the side of the business that has been hit pretty hard here when we think about all the coronavirus cancellations, a lot of events being canceled out there. We'll start on that front. What has your business seen in terms of the impact from a lot of these events getting canceled, and how you're grappling with that?
Well, thanks for having me, Zach. Our business is off approximately 70% this year. So the widespread cancellation of firework displays across the country has been incredibly devastating to our company, as well as many friendly competitors of ours in the industry.
Yeah, and a lot of people might think that it's just 4th of July, but for you guys, I mean, you guys have done the Democratic National Convention in years past, and you've put on a lot of different events. How is it maybe a misconception there to think that it's just all about Independence Day?
Well, at Pyrotecnico, our annual revenues around the 4th of July are approximately 50%. That could spike to 80% for many traditional firework companies. But baseball typically kicks off our season. It accounts for roughly 15% of our overall firework business. But that kicks off the season, and we go strong up until Labor Day.
How have you been dealing with that, though? I mean, when we talk about shutdowns and everything around that, a lot of question marks for when events might be coming back. We were just discussing the baseball season itself shortened to about 60 games. So when we look at that, how have you really been planning around when the business might need to come back, or when, if you furloughed workers, when you might need to bring them back as well?
Well, it's hard to say. It's really been a moving target since mid-March. Right now we have roughly 40 people on staff helping us getting ready and preparing for our 4th of July season. But, we'd have 150 people working here preparing for our shows. So we really don't know. We've seen some postponements into the fall, but most events have pushed off, and they've canceled until 2021 when things are a little more stable.
Well, I know you've been in this business since the age of 13, so you've been around fireworks for basically all your adult life. But when we look into kind of the problems right now we're seeing across the country, we've been chatting about on the retail side, a lot of random explosions going off in cities. As I mentioned, noise complaints spiking right now. Some conspiracy theories out there about what's happening in this issue. What have you seen maybe on the retail side, or heard from a lot of your Pennsylvania counterparts here, and what kind of spike in sales that we've seen on the fireworks front?
Well, I think I know that consumer fireworks sales have been robust through this period. People have more disposable income to spend on fireworks, and it's incredibly troubling to see what's going on in cities with fireworks. Our association, the American Pyrotechnic Association, has worked very hard to promote the safe use of firework displays, and the activity that's going on is just outright irresponsible.
Yeah, and I mean, that's always the caution you hear when you're a kid, and still the same as an adult. You don't want to see any problems or even, God forbid, death come from all of this as well. A reminder to be safe out there always when dealing with fireworks. You know it, I know it, everybody needs to know it. Stephen Vitale, Pyrotecnico President and CEO, appreciate you taking the time, and good luck.
Thanks so much.
Hey investors, Zack Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.